And we are back with the final movie recap from San Diego Comic-Con 2017. Let's see what Marvel brought for us. I'm Logan, and this is the Game & Nerd Show. The panel opened with a message from Paul Rudd and Michael Pena from the set of Ant-Man and the Wasp, explaining the history of the MCU so far. For the Incredible Hulk, they're fighting with Hulk hands. Paul Rudd also held up a shot of David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury from the Fox TV movie back in the 90s, when he mentioned Nick Fury, Samuel Jackson's version from the movies. When talking about Thor: The Dark World, Paul Rudd says that Thor is fighting these creepy elves in mime makeup. He mentions a fast guy, a witch, and a James Spader robot for Age of Ultron, and calls Ant-Man the godfather of the Marvel movies. Then the camera pans around, revealing that they're talking to and telling the story to Michelle Pfeiffer, who will be playing Janet Van Dyne in the film. They then showed some early clips of a 2-foot-tall Scott Lang riding on his daughter's back, a car shrinking, driving under another car, and then growing to flip the car on top, and Giant Man hiding in an alleyway. Then they announced Hannah John Kamen as the Ghost, Randall Park as Jimmy Woo, and Lawrence Fishburne as Dr. Bill Foster, or as many other people know him, Goliath. Then they just jumped straight into talking about Captain Marvel. Kevin Feige took the stage to show some concept art, which confirms Nick Fury's appearance in the film, in which he will have 2 eyes instead of the 1. They also confirmed that the film will be set in the early 90s, which came out of nowhere, and they confirmed the villains of the movie will be the alien race of the Skrulls. After that madness, we moved on to Thor Ragnarok. The cast and creative team took the stage to talk about the film. Chris Hemsworth calls the film Thor's midlife crisis, as he's without his hammer or hair when the movie begins. Mark Ruffalo talked about the Hulk, saying that while he was away, he has become sort of a perma-Hulk and can now speak in Hulk form. And Jeff Goldblum confirms what many suspected, that his Grandmaster and Benicio del Toro's Collector are brothers. They then showed a clip from the movie where Thor is strapped to a chair that is moving through a Disneyland-like ride that is explaining the history of Sakaar, the planet where Thor is stranded. Thor is then super confused and tries to force his way out of the ride until the Grandmaster shows up. Then he's thrown into a cell with Korg, who is played by director Taika Waititi. This clip then transitioned into a trailer where we saw more of the Hulk versus Thor fight. Thor is quipping throughout the whole fight like he's Spider-Man, saying things like, "How have you been?" And I don't really hang out with the Avengers anymore, they got so corporate. Moving on to Black Panther. Director Ryan Coogler confirms that Black Panther takes place directly after Civil War. The cast was brought up on stage to introduce their characters and talk about their motivations, which led into an exclusive clip showing T'Challa walking into a casino through a metal detector. At the same time, Andy Serkis's Claw arrives to meet with Martin Freeman's Everett Ross. You can see Claw's new metallic arm. A fight breaks out, leading to a confrontation between Claw and T'Challa, which has Claw transforming his arm into a weapon and shooting at T'Challa. The clip then changed into a trailer of sorts, showing the new Black Panther suit forming around T'Challa, and an action scene that has Black Panther running straight up a wall. After the clip, Kevin Feige says that the panel is done, but Hemsworth, Hiddleston, Ruffalo, and Boseman come out to complain and say they want something more. Joe Russo then takes the stage. He simply says, "There's no way in hell we're not showing you some footage. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Infinity War." The clip they played of Infinity War is the exact same footage that we saw at D23 last weekend, so you can click right here to hear me talk about it. But again, it was awesome. And that was it for the Marvel panel. So, what did you think? What was the best announcement made? What was the worst thing that you heard? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Twitter at The Game & Nerds, and visit us at thegameandnerds.com for articles on all your favorite franchises and fandoms, and recaps of everything that happened at San Diego Comic-Con this week. Did you miss any of the other SDCC videos we made this week? Go ahead and click that playlist to see all the previous episodes of The Game & Nerd Show. And make sure to subscribe here and click that bell to get a notification whenever we upload a new video.